Project 4, how are you? All good? Excellent. Well, this is the first week where you're going to get one YouTube class on Tuesday, and on Thursday we're going to have our Zoom online class. Okay, I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Don't forget to check your emails for the time and the codes to get into the class. Okay? Now, today we're going to be talking about problems. All right? Now, I have 5 different problems here on the board. Can you see that? All right. So, 5 different problems. Some are problems for adults, and some are problems for teenagers. Which do you think is which? Let's start with number 1, finding a job. What do you think? Adults or teenagers? Good, adults. Number 2, girlfriends and boyfriends. Yeah, teenagers. Sometimes adults as well. Number 3, arguing with parents. So remember, arguing is when you're fighting with words. I want to do this. No, you have to clean your room. So, arguing with parents? Yeah, teenagers. Good. Number 4, paying the bills. So the bills, your electricity, the water, for the internet, for mobile phones. Paying the bills? Adults. Good. And finally, school? Good. Teenagers. Well done. So, for the problems with teenagers, girlfriends, boyfriends, arguing with parents, school, do you have any problems with these things or not? I hope not. Okay, so let's look in your books at page 72. All right, 72. And you'll see we have some reading of a problem page. All right. Now, a problem page is in a magazine or a newspaper where people can write in and tell their problems, and somebody will give them advice of what they should or shouldn't do. Okay? So, first, I would like you to read the text, and there are 2 questions to answer. Number 1, what are all the letters about? So what's the topic? What's the problem? I'll give you a clue. Think of these. And number 2, who gives the advice? Okay, so which person? All right? Fairly simple? Good. So pause the video, all right? And when you've finished, come back and we'll go through the answers. All right? All there? Good. Go. Okay, are you back? Excellent. Then let's go through the answers. So, number 1, what are all the letters about? Yeah, they're all about. Number 3, arguing with parents. All conflicts about different things, but conflicts with parents. And number 2, who gives the advice? Yeah, her name is Melanie. Do you know the name of her job? It's called an agony aunt. An agony aunt is a person in a newspaper or magazine who looks at the problems and gives advice to the people. All right? Now, if you noticed in the reading, there were some spaces. Okay, for example, here and here. Okay, so now I'd like you to look at exercise 2. Read the text again. Some parts of the letters and advice are missing. Can you match these sentences to the gaps 1 to 8 in the text? All right, so there are 8 sentences which you need to put into the correct place in the text. So before you do this, let's read the 8 sentences. A, my parents never have time for me. B, however, it can take time for parents to see that you've grown up. You've grown up, that you're more mature. C, I think I'm old enough to make my own decisions. D. Why not invite the boy to your house to meet them first? E. It's good to have an ambition in life. F. When they read it, I'm sure they'll do something to help. G. They say that I won't get a good job if I don't go to university. And H. I haven't said anything to my parents about it yet. Okay? So I'd like you to once again pause the video, put the sentences into the correct space in the reading, in the text, and then press play and we'll check the answers. All right, are you ready? Good luck. Press pause now. All right, do you have an answer for everything? Remember, if you're not sure, put something. What do you think? All right. Now we're going to listen and check our answers. All right? Are you ready? Let's have a look. Audio. It's on page 72. Okay, hopefully this is the correct audio.
Page 72, Exercise 2B. Problem page. Have you got a problem? Write to Melanie for advice. 1.
I've got a real problem with my parents. I'm 14 and a boy from my school has asked me out on a date. I haven't said anything to my parents about it yet. If I tell them, they'll just say no because they think I'm too young to go out with boys. I really want to go on the date. Should I say that I'm going somewhere with my friends? Samantha, Coventry.
This is a common problem between teenagers and parents. I'm sure that your parents are only trying to protect you. However, it's never a good idea to tell lies. If your parents find out, you'll be in real trouble, so you must talk to them about it. Why not invite the boy to your house to meet them first? Perhaps that will solve it.
2. I play the electric guitar with a band. I want to leave school next year so that I can go on tour with the band, but my parents say that I have to stay on at school. They say that I won't get a good job if I don't go to university. I like school, but I want to be a rock star, and I think we're good enough to be really famous. Liam, Bournemouth.
A lot of young people dream about being rock stars, sports stars, fashion models and so on. It's good to have an ambition in life. However, my advice to you is to listen to your parents. In this case, they're right. And don't worry, the music world will still be there when you finish university.
3.
You often have letters from kids who want more freedom from their parents, but I've got the opposite problem. My parents never have time for me. My dad travels a lot on business, and my mum's always busy with something. I usually eat on my own. If I want someone to talk to, my parents are never there. Emma, Manchester.
Yes, you can have too much of a good thing. This is a difficult situation. My usual advice is to talk to parents, but if they aren't there, that won't be easy. I think you should write to them and tell them how you feel. When they read it, I'm sure they'll do something to help.
4.
I always used to get on well with my mum and dad, but now that I'm a teenager, we seem to disagree on everything, and we argue all the time. It's all, do this, don't do that, you can't stay in bed all day, so get up. I think I'm old enough to make my own decisions. Mark, Norwich.
When you're young, your parents choose your clothes, organise your time and so on. When you're a teenager, you want to do some of these things for yourself. However, it can take time for parents to see that you've grown up. Why not make a list of things that you want to decide for yourself? Then discuss it with your parents and try to reach an agreement. A calm discussion is always better than an argument.
All right, how did you do? Did you get everything correct? Yeah, I'm sure you did. Okay, let's move on then and look at exercise 3 on page 73. Okay, this is looking again at the text, and we need to complete the 10 sentences with the correct name. Samantha, Liam, Emma, Mark, or Melanie, the agony aunt. Okay? By the way, did you notice Liam is from Bournemouth? Woohoo! Best place in the world. Okay, so once again, you know what you have to do. Pause the video. Write the correct name in the sentences. Press play, and we'll go through the answers. All right, are you ready? Then pause now. And we're back. Okay, no cheating. You did the exercise, right? Promise? Okay. Let's go through then. So, number 1, Mark has a lot of arguments with his mum and dad. Number 2, Emma doesn't normally have meals with her family. Number 3, Melanie usually advises people to talk to their parents. 4, Liam wants to be a rock star. 5, Emma's parents are always busy. 6, Samantha's parents think that 14 is too young to go on a date. Number 7, Mark wants to make his own decisions. Number 8, Samantha wants to go out with a boy. Number 9, Melanie thinks that lying is not a good idea. And number 10, Liam doesn't want to go to university. Everything correct? Way, well done! Okay, now your homework this week is a bit different. You're not going to do homework to send to me. This time, I'd like you to write some homework which we're going to talk about in class on Thursday. Okay, so look at exercise 4. All right, I'd like you to decide which person do you think has got the worst problem. Is it Samantha, Liam, Emma, or Mark? Okay. Do you agree with the advice from Melanie? And also, what advice would you give them? Okay, so what advice would you give to the person that you think has the worst problem? You can choose any of them, I don't mind. I'd just like you to write a few ideas. Who has the biggest problem and why? What advice would you give them? And do you agree with Melanie's advice? On Thursday, in our online class, we'll go through it and talk together. All right? Excellent. See you Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. Bye!